What's up, Marvel Strike Force fans? It seems we are going to need the Fire Brigade to come in and sort out Scopely at the moment because this dumpster is on absolute fire. If you want to know what we're talking about, as well as knowing how we're going to complete these events this week free to play, then join me in this video. What's going on, everyone? I'm BPG and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I make at least 2 Marvel Strike Force videos every single week, usually based around the events within the game. However, sometimes I do get time to do other videos as well. So if you find the content in this video helpful, please do consider giving it a like, subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any other BPG content. And without further ado, let's get into this, shall we? Okay, so we're going to start this off with the free claims. These have just gone live. It is 3 minutes past 9 here in the UK, or 3 minutes past 1 PST, where Scopely are based. And one of the free claims today is this one here, which is the 5 golden rings free claim. This is an event which has now finished. Why? Why are we getting a free claim for an event that has already finished? It's just screaming incompetence at this point in time of things. And I know it's free energy and people are going to have a go at me for complaining about it, but it's not the fact it's free energy. I'm glad it's free energy. It's great. What's getting me is the fact that there is no care being put in behind the game at the moment. And that is really, really worrying me. And when we talk about in the game, let's take a look at this. We have the 4 Calling Birds event here, which should have only just started, and I noticed they have changed the timer back, but this event launched at 9 AM this morning for me, or 1 AM for everyone else in like the US where Scopely is based. 1 AM, not 1 PM, but 1 AM this 4 Calling Birds event launched. Now, there were people who would have done their Cosmic Crucible attacks last night because they knew that, you know, it wasn't going to count for this week and they were going to be relying on Sunday's ones. But it just screams complete incompetence in an event. Speaking of more incompetence, let's go across into the events. And another event which should have started. So there's our 5 golden rings event, which is the free claim we've just claimed. We also claimed some allied supply 6 orb fragments, which is supposed to be for absolute assault. Now we're still showing the review of last week's absolute assault milestone here. This should also be live right now and it's nowhere to be seen. Like, honestly, this is just getting beyond a joke. Secondly, or thirdly, or fourthly, or fifthly, I don't know how many things I'm going to bring up here, but the next thing, this Astral Ascendant, which is the streak milestone, which replaced the normal streak milestone, which was just for spending campaign energy daily. And I know this is very similar. You can complete this by spending campaign energy, but this has more in it than what the old spending campaign energy event had. It has these Emma Frost X-Men Astral Orb fragments. It has training materials in it, which we don't have in the previous one. But mostly the Phase 1 Emma Frost X-Men Orb fragments, which are in it. And the only way now to score this, because they've taken Battleworld down, is to spend campaign energy. So unlike before, where you might have liked to have saved your campaign energy to, you know, hoard up for the next event, you can't do that right now, guys. You can't do that because you need to spend your campaign energy daily to max this out. Anyway, let's get into the actual events for this week. Let's get out of my whining. And let's get into the events and see what we have to do to complete them free to play. Okay, so now we are into the event guide for this week. And we're going to take a quick look at where we are on the Ice Queen's Gala. And here we are. This was taken just before reset, and I am currently sat at 702,000 points, nearly milestone 17, which is up from Friday where I was at nearly milestone 14. And week 2's events for the Ice Queen's Gala, we have 4 calling birds. This actually started just over 12 hours ago. At 1 a.m. PST or 9 a.m. GMT. Hey, what can we say? It will finish on the 16th of December. Now, looking at the timer currently, it will actually finish at 8 p.m. Unless they fix that timer now, because it was showing 23 hours left when we had a look. That might be counting down a little bit, though. They might have got it finished, done it properly, but we will see where that is concerned. Season of Giving, this milestone, web milestone, is on the web. We do have to spend the 600,000 snow globes if you want to complete this, to go alongside the 4 Calling Birds event. Absolute Assault, this is the Alliance milestone, which I've claimed my allied supply 6 orb fragments for, but no event there. So when is this going to start? I don't know. It should be a 6-day event. Hopefully someone will bring it up. To be completely honest with you, I have gotten to the point where I can no longer be bothered to bring it to their attention in some ways, because I don't get listened to. That's the long and the short of it. I know I'm no longer an envoy and I don't expect to get listened to, but when I report it now, you don't get anything back from any of the community managers, or, you know, Laurie, who is the influencer manager. Don't get anything back from her, so I can't do anything. And hopefully this event will go off all right. Family reunion, which is the quick rumble, which should start on Friday the 13th of December. But Friday the 13th, as we all know, anyone with a bit of superstition might not go too well. This week you are going to be earning points or extra points for winning blitz battles with the Fantastic Four, but these quick rumble blitz, now that we've got all the teams and stuff like that, it doesn't take very long to do. So even if you haven't got the Fantastic Four, it should still be a fairly quick rumble. Absolute Assault doesn't look like it's changed at all this week. So your reasonable free-to-play total is going to be the 489,000 points, which gets you to milestone 17 free-to-play. And all you got to do for that is to do 8 war battles per war during the week and collect your daily free claim. And that's each member of your alliance has to do this. And to break that down for the math people, here we go. Here's our war battles needed. We need 575 war battles to reach the 345,000 points limit. We get 3 wars this week with 24 alliance members. That is going to give you 8 war battles per war per alliance member. And the allied supply 6 orb fragment, which I've already claimed, is 1,000 over the 24 members, and the 6 days is going to give you 144,000 points, and that will give you that 489,000 points. Season of Giving, or in Scopely's case, the Season of Taking, shall we say. Here is the chart for this week, and as you can see, it wants us to spend 600,000 snow globes. What are you going to get for your 600,000 snow globes? Well, you're going to get 16,000 for Calling Birds milestone points. You're going to get 10,000 Ice Queen's Gala milestone points. You are going to rack up a total of 1 million gold plus 4 gold orbs, and you are also going to rack up 100 Moondragon Ultimate Awakened ability material. And your to-do list for this event, as I said on Friday, is to spend snow globes in the Snow Globe store. Maybe. And we're going to come to that in a minute, because I don't think this event actually means a lot, but it is going to cost you a lot. Now, if you are going to go down the path of buying stuff from the Snow Globe store, we did this last week, but we will do it again. So you can see here, this is some of the things that you get. Astral Force, this is going to go towards getting the red stars for Shadow King. The diamonds for characters are at an obscene amount of snow globes and really not worth going for. And the snow globes themselves, although they are on par to buying the turkeys, although they are on par to buying the candies that we had before, where it was 600,000 gold for 10,000 candies. This is 3 million gold for 50,000 candies. Now, take into account how many snow globes, how many snow globes did we need to max out this milestone? That's right, 600,000. Any of you who can do the math here, 600,000 divided by 50,000 is 12, and the 12 times 3 million is 36 million gold to max out this milestone. That is nearly 2 characters worth of gold to upgrade characters from level 1 to level 100. It is not worth your gold to do this, people. Do not do it. The other things that come in the store, you do have red stars for Kahori. That was a complete and utter, not rug pull, but that was a complete and utter farce. Anyone that bought red stars for Kahori or her orb came out on the Thursday, you wasted snow globes, because her red stars were available as normal in a red star orb. There is some other things you can have a look at. The best of 2024 diamond orb. If you're really stretched, this could be quite a good orb, and I got it wrong last week. She is the featured character in this, so there is a better chance of getting Kahori diamonds, but at the rate we're getting character shards at the minute, you're not going to unlock that for a good 6 months. The other thing that is still well worth your money stroke snow globes is the crimson gear in the store. Still a really good conversion rate, and we know that the level cap is coming soon. That's got to be, they're trying to drain us of our gold at the moment. And with that level cap will come a new dark dimension, which will probably be gear tier 20, which I can tell you for a fact is coded in the game. We can see it in Blitz, but I know that the characters are coded because it is in the JSON files, so we can see the stats for characters at gear tier 20, and because of that, it is time to start stocking up on your red gear if you aren't already. And that event, if you take part in it, will go into the 4 Calling Birds event. And we're going to do this a little bit differently, because we're going to do what BPG is going to do, and then possibly what you want to do, maybe. So the points we are going to get, the free-to-play point inputs, are spending absolute A-Force campaign energy and battling in Cosmic Crucible. Hopefully you didn't do your Cosmic Crucible first thing last night when it launched, and you waited till near the end and you were able to capitalize on this, meaning that effectively you should have 4 Cosmic Crucibles to earn these 36,000 points over. There is a spender portion to this, which is the Goblin's Maleficent Orb. However, I'm not a spender. I ain't taking part in that. Our reasonable free-to-play total, I've dragged it down a tiny little bit. It is 73,660 points. Now, I do want to note that this milestone has already started, and I'm already at milestone 11. I've got some Cosmic Crucible attacks in. I've got a whole day's worth of absolute A-Force campaign energy into it. So that is why I am where I am at the moment. Now, that 73,000 points, that is going to get us down to milestone 15. That is going to get all the Calling Birds. It is going to get the Oath Shards and the Blade Shards, so 50 of each. And that's pretty much where I want to get to in this event. However, I do want to bring up something. This chart here, this is what we've got currently in game, and this was what was originally in the blog when they launched the blog. However, later on in the day, there was an update to this table, as we can see here, and the snow globes that were put into this were a lot more. However, the chart that has gone live in game, the chart for the event that has gone live, is that very first chart that they put in the blog. So this chart, they could say, is a subject to change chart. So I wouldn't put your bets on anything changing at the moment. Now, breaking down what I'm going to be doing, here it is. We're going to be doing our 18 Cosmic Crucible battles, which is 6 battles per trial. That's going to get me 36,000 points. I'm going to spend 100 cores on A-Force campaign energy. That is going to give me 488 energy a day, which is 3,416 energy over the 7 days of the event, which will give me a grand total of 34,160 points. And then I'm going to get my final points for that from the daily free claim, which is 500 points per daily free claim. So there is another scenario that you could do here, and this one is going to be costly, and I just want to point out how costly this is going to be to you. So if you wanted to, you could complete the web milestone. That is going to give you 16,000 points. You could spend do 450 core refreshes or 200 cores per day on the A-Force campaign energy. That is going to net you 48,160 points. You've then got your 36,000 points from the Cosmic Crucible battles, your 3,500 points from the daily free claim, and that is going to give you a total of 103,660 points, which will get you to milestone 16 for a 1 diamond blade. It is going to give you 5 million gold as well. That is on that line. But what has this cost you? Well, here we go. That has cost you, over and above what I'm going to do, 700 power cores. And if we want to be pedantic and take the 5 million gold off, let's do that. It will cost you 31 million gold, because you're going to get 5 million back, but 36 million worth of snow globes. Is that worth a 1 diamond blade? If you're free to play like myself, I certainly do not think so. I will be buying my diamond blade once I've got the shards for him, and with silver promotion credits, which I should be overrun with by the time that, you know, he comes around. So yeah, that would be my recommendation, guys, would be to just do what I'm doing if you are free to play. And then some final thoughts. The events are pretty simple. I am worried about the direction of the game currently. We have had no road ahead. We've got events not launching properly. We've got Battle World being pulled down. We've got a Battle World team that we've been sold that just isn't worth the salt it's with now, because we haven't got the game mode for them to play in anymore at the moment. And that game mode, let's not beat around the bush here. Scopely are due to go away on holiday soon for the holidays, and everyone is entitled to a holiday, you know, and to keep that holiday like with their families and stuff like that. Scopely does go on an extended holiday during this period of time, and I'm worried about Marvel Strike Force right now. We've got, like I said, we've got no roadmap. We've got a major game mode that they've had to pull down. We've got events not launching. We've got events launching at the wrong points in time. What is this telling us about the game? Why don't you let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget, if any of this content has helped you this week, please do give the video a like and maybe even share it with some of your alliance mates. And until next time, this is BPG trying to stay positive.